Growing Chefs Lesson 4, Vegetable Exploration. To prepare for this lesson, please be sure to bring in at least one vegetable per student for the Foods with Moods craft, as well as a variety of lettuces for the taste test. Examples include spinach, romaine, arugula, watercress, and endive. Please refer to the tools and materials list in Lesson 4 in your binder. Please be sure that you have all the items you need prior to starting your class. The big idea of this lesson is to have students taste and compare a variety of lettuces, read the book How Are You Peeling? Foods with Moods, and to create their own vegetable character. Students should be able to compare and describe the taste of various lettuces and to express the mood of their vegetable character once this lesson is completed. Activity 1, Garden Talk. Check in with the class on how their gardens are doing and if they have any questions. While the class is discussing, have one chef or teacher prepare plates with the samples of lettuce for tasting. Activity 2, Transplanting Demonstration. Set up pots, soil, a watering can, and a trowel in the center of a circle and explain that you will be transplanting a plant from one container to another. Ask students why they're moving the beans and peas to larger pots, prompting answers such as more space for roots and more nutrients. Refer to the lesson and the classroom gardening tips in your binder for additional instructions. Let the students know that their teacher will help them transplant the rest of the plants later. Note that if you have already transplanted in a previous class, you can skip this part of the lesson. Activity 3, Lettuce Taste Test and Clipping Demo. Explain that lettuce is used to describe a whole variety of green leafy plants. Place salad greens on a garden tray and demonstrate to the class how to clip the lettuces using scissors or by gently tearing the larger leaves at the base. Wash the clipped greens and add them to the taste test. Pass around the plates and have students describe what they taste, asking them to compare lettuces and voting on their favorites. Record these reactions on the flip chart. Activity 4, Reading How Are You Peeling? Foods with Moods. Have a chef or teacher read How Are You Peeling?, explaining that the book shows how vegetables can be used to express emotions or ideas. This book can be found in the clear bin of classroom materials. Activity 5, Vegetable Craft, My Food Has a Mood. Ask students to describe how different kinds of foods make them feel and explain that they will make their very own food with mood that reflects how they are feeling. Distribute the vegetables and circulate the class to help students push peas and macaroni into their veggies to create features. You can help them by cutting incisions, but do not let the students use the paring knives. If there is time, encourage students to name their vegetable and create a story about their character, explaining why their character feels the way that it does. Activity 6, Wrap Up. Remind students of what they learned and thank them for their hard work. Remind them that their vegetable characters are still food and should thus be eaten. Be sure to have the teacher make copies of The Secret Weapon and to send home copies of the Invitation to Cooking Class letter before next class. Thank you again and stay tuned for Lesson 5.